G'day footy fans and welcome to Boothy's AFL Dream Team Fantasy Podcast. Today I'm looking at Gold Coast. Gold Coast is a tricky one for Dream Team Classic this year because they've got a round 9 match in China against Port and then a round 8 match I should say, and a round 9 bye following it. Therefore, if you're picking players at the beginning of the year, you're only getting them for 8 games and then you're getting a week off in round 9. So be careful picking Gold Coast players early in the season. But these are the ones you would, if you want to pick them, that you'd go for. Took Miller, 18 matches last year, 21 disposals and 4 goals, priced at $4.93 as a mid or forward. Third year player, coming up to 50 games this year and is special and could average 95. Alex Sexton, 55 games in his career after 18 last year, 16 disposals and 13 goals and more midfield time late in the season, and JLT won a whopping 110. At $3.84 is a very well-priced midfielder if you're interested. Jack Martin, fantastic player in his first year. He's now played 3 years, had a couple of injuries the last couple of years. But last year, in his third year of AFL, 21 matches, 16 disposals and 14 goals. At $4.53 as a defender or forward, probably worthwhile picking as a defender, if anything, if you like him. And he's coming up to his 50th game as well after 3 seasons and third in the BNF last year, of course. Michael Barlow over from Freo has been a gun. He was a late bloomer to AFL. He's priced pretty well because he had a couple of injuries last year, played 13 games only, but averaged 25 disposals and 6 goals, so 1 every 2 games. Priced at $5.83 as an M2 or 3, but got 104 in JLT1 and looks fantastic. David Swallow, now he averaged 93 in Dream Team in 2014, his 4th season, and he also has averaged 84 and a couple of 70s early in his career. Obviously hasn't played for a full year, but at $3.55 as a mid 6 or 7 option. Watch him in JLT3, and if he does well, he's played 3 games, then consider him at that cheap price. The 2 rookies that I really recommend you pick out of all the 4 gun rookies they got are Jack Bowes because of his midfield time, and he did play a few in the AFL games for Gold Coast last year, and he got 30 disposals in at least one of those. He's a 232 mid/forward. He's likely to get midfield time, and I believe he could average 70 this year. Watch him in JLT3. And the other one's Will Brodie. He's an inside midfield beast. He looks fantastic. He's in the centre square as often as anyone else in the first 2 games of JLT. He got 77 in JLT. I think that might be JLT2 actually. I just realised that one there, JLT2. And he got 77 on the weekend. So he's fantastic as a midfield option, a hard at it inside mid. Now, the 3 players you might consider upgrading perhaps after the trip to China, so from round 10 onwards, you'll get them for the last 14 weeks then. Gary Ablett, obviously, 611. He's been a brilliant player, but he's just underdone. He hasn't played much footy the last 4 years. He's sort of averaged about just over half the games over the last 3 or 4 years. Played 14 last year. He's had shoulder issues and other issues. 27 disposals and 10 goals, of course. But so expensive. Hasn't played a JLT game yet. He might play the last one. He might not. Who knows with him. But I wouldn't get him just yet. But if he's priced, if he goes down a little bit, perhaps to $5.50, $5.70, $5.80, and you get him in round 10 onwards, you get 14 weeks of Ablett if he looks good. Might be a great time to get on board after China. Jake Kolodnaski, fantastic in his first year. Had second year pretty good. Third year got injuries last year. Had stomach issues and some other stuff. But he's priced, interestingly priced. Wasn't great on the weekend. But if he plays solidly and he looks like he's getting fitter, then maybe pick him after China as well. And Ben Ainsworth, they're raving about him. He probably will play round 1 on the back of Day going out for the year with his hip surgery. So what they're going to do is go with their 2 tools they've already got with Peter Wright and, of course, Lynch, the gun. And they're probably more likely to have an extra small there, which might be someone like Ben Ainsworth. Now, the problem with Ben Ainsworth, although he's a gun, he only gets you, 55 in the JLT. Maybe should say JLT2 there, but last weekend. Only gets you 55 with 2 goals and looks great and will play round 1. But the question is he going to get enough points to warrant spending the 244? Because usually you want 65 or 65 average from these sort of guys who cost that sort of money. You might be better off going with someone cheaper or a midfield type player rather than a forward type player. So they're the Gold Coast guys. Be careful with the China trip and only 8 weeks worth of games for these guys before you have to then obviously not have them in round 9. Beware of that with them and Port. Good luck. Please subscribe or like me, of course, and I look forward to having another team tomorrow. Bye for now.